Well, today's the day. This is it. The Burnie Journey begins right now. So we are 10 minutes in and we've already hit our first major setback, and that is traffic. So, meetup number one is at Kula with a bunch of awesome people from the Rooster Teeth community, including cosplayers, animators, and people that have met up at events like RVB Can West. I'm really excited because this is the first leg of the journey. This is the first meetup, so here goes meetup number one at Richmond Center. RT Community Day, November 2015. First day of the Burnie Journey. What we have here is a postcard that I'm about to send to one of our very awesome backers, Grady, and his awesome wife, Julia. And it's now a test. Who's gonna get there first? Grady lives in Texas, so I'm curious to find out if the card is going to make it or we're gonna make it there first.
This is the Burnie Journey, Stage 1, Phase 1 in Vancouver, and this is AWU 242! You're a cosplayer.
Yeah.
How long have you been cosplaying for?
I've been cosplaying for almost 5 years, about, I guess about 4.5 years.
Who are you?
I am Reed and Lauren, or Lauren.
So who are you?
I'm Shamil, aka Shadow Sam on the site.
Well, I remember watching Red vs. Blue like 11 years ago, back when like it was just like a thing on the internet that you watched. And then a year and a half ago, Lauren came over once. Lauren's my best friend. She came over and she saw my sister was wearing a Tower of Pimps shirt. And my sister is 15 years old and she's a huge Let's Play fanatic. So she's been watching Achievement Hunter for quite a while now. And Lauren was like, yo, you know Harley doesn't watch Rooster Teeth. And my sister was like, what? And Lauren was like, what? And I was like, I guess I should watch Rooster Teeth.
Pretty cool.
And I totally fell in love. I started with the RTAAs and eventually I moved over to Red vs. Blue. And Red vs. Blue is now just like my favorite show ever, and I love it. And I recommend it to absolutely everyone that I talk to.
Why do you love Rooster Teeth?
Well, I just love it because they have like so much of a variety of content, and it always makes me feel like just really good about myself. Like I could be having the shittiest day, and it's like, you know, I have a shitty day, but look, there's a Let's Play, or look, it's social disorder, and it immediately makes me feel so much better. And honestly, just like the stories that they tell with like Red vs. Blue and Ruby and all that, it's like they're just really interesting stories, and it's really like it makes me really want to just like makes me really invested in them, which is why I've started cosplaying a lot of Rooster Teeth stuff, and I'm just falling down that hole into madness.
I love Rooster Teeth because, to be honest, like there are some days where you're not feeling so great, and to have something that like puts a smile on your face, because there's a lot of like real negativity and stuff that gets you down in life, and to have something that can bring you right back up in an instant like that, whether it's some silly joke or a fun game to watch or some weird and crazy skit on the podcast. It's huge. It's tantamount to keeping people off that ledge. They're very good at catering to an encompassing audience of varying types, styles from different parts of the world, and they're in the wake of that, they're also very good at making it feel like they're doing like a one-on-one with that person, making them feel like they're talking specifically to them, catering specifically to them, and that makes every like person feel special while becoming part of this huge family that we have developed over 11, 12, 13 years.
Whew! That was a lot of fun. I really
was a good start to this journey. I was really happy with how just awesome everyone was. And, you know, it speaks to how just awesome the Rooster Teeth community is in general, that we had all those people come out. So, next stop is U.S. border. And then, after that, Seattle. Made it to the U.S. border. Now it's just a short wait. A nice visit to pass by through the Peace Arch. And then onwards to Seattle. So, see you on the other side. I just crossed the international boundary and I'm officially in the United States.
I started watching Red vs. Blue when I was 7, which is kind of crazy. I just stumbled across it on the Halo 2 Collector's Edition bonus disc, and I was so young I hardly found it on the internet because I really wasn't smart enough to know what to search for. But I never stopped.
I'd say we've been fans since about September of 2013. We kind of got into it after PAX Prime 2013. After we met Ray, actually. That kind of kick-started our whole, like, oh, what is Rooster Teeth? What exactly is Rooster Teeth? So we definitely haven't been fans for as long as, like, some people, like, 10 years, but it's definitely, we've gone into the community, and it's great. We love it.
A lot of who I am today is because of things that happened at Rooster Teeth, and, like, the kinds of humor I like and the way I've grown up, a lot of that is impacted by Rooster Teeth because of how long I've been there.
We actually found a lot of people in the community that were like super supportive, super kind to us. We were kind of scared, not scared, but you know, just kind of intimidated because like we're new here. What do they think that we're just kind of like wannabes or whatever? But instead, they were just super kind and just, you know, so welcoming. I could not believe.
To me, being a Rooster Teeth fan is having Rooster Teeth be something that you can't imagine your life without. And I think people who are just getting into it now, they can't imagine that. But for me, if I woke up and Rooster Teeth didn't exist, I wouldn't have any jokes. Or not very many, and I wouldn't have a lot of the clothing that I own, and I wouldn't be who I am because Rooster Teeth has become such a big part of my life. And the community that's here, it's just the best community in the world.
It doesn't matter, you know, who you are or what you watch in Rooster Teeth, you are a Rooster Teeth fan. It doesn't matter if you watch Achievement Hunter, Rooster Teeth Shorts, Ruby, RVB, it doesn't matter what you watch, you're still a Rooster Teeth fan, no matter, you know, no matter what. Having community is so important because it brings people together from everywhere. Like from Australia, from the UK, from like Canada, you know, and the US of course. And it's just like, I find it to be like extremely important. That's kind of like how it's hyped up. And then you go to RTX. Personally, the thing that I'm most excited for RTX is meeting people that I've met online.
Okay, so we finally met up, and we're in Seattle, and now it's me and Felix, and we're going on the Burnie Journey.
Yeah, Burnie Journey, here we come. Woo woo!
Next stop, Portland. This is our third Community Day meetup in the same day, so
Voodoo Donuts, here we come.
let's do this. Completed the first day of the Burnie Journey. 3 community events in 3 different cities in one day. And now we're at Voodoo Donuts and in wonderful Portland, and it has been delicious so far. So
Day one in the can. Next up, Reno.
This is the not so exciting part of the Burnie Journey. Filling up gas. Now that we're in Portland, officially in Oregon, I decided to pull this out. It's gonna be looking after us the rest of the journey. This is a little wooden chainsaw made by a renowned Oregon artist named Griffin Ramsey. And yeah, that'll be accompanying us the rest of the Burnie journey. Hopefully it'll protect us from anyone who's trying to break in. They'll be like, that's a chainsaw. I don't want to mess with someone who has a chainsaw. Welcome to Reno.
Yep. What we have today is a drive from Reno, Nevada to beautiful Las Vegas. But there is literally nothing between here and the Vegas quadrant.
My name is Jackie, but I go by Chris, Kriss on the Rooster Teeth site. Man, there's a lot of hats that I wear. I was born and raised in Vegas, and I've been on the site for about 9 years now, 4 years ago or so. I became a fan of the late night Jenga Jam, and I started following that group, and then Burnie was going to be a special guest on one of those podcasts, and so he's like, yeah, call in and talk to us, and back then it was a lot more intimate, and so I was like, okay, I might as well, I'm not doing anything tonight. And I called in, I met Miss Zara, and she brought me into a group called LFTO, and then it just took off from there. I became part of a weekly podcast, and I met a whole bunch of different people, and then I don't even know when it started turning around where I was like, oh, people actually recognize my name and they are asking me questions about the community and whatnot. And now all of a sudden I'm hosting RT Vegas, and I'm on like the third year, and it blew up after that, and I couldn't be happier because these people, they're my friends, they're my family. And I can't imagine my life without them.
Unbelievable, it's day 4 and we are in beautiful, hot, sunny Las Vegas. And it's really beautiful right now, but I think we're prepared for this, but I am legitimately concerned by these weather reports of people who have died in some of the cities that we're going to because of windy and snowy weather conditions. And I think we're good. I know Felix is a very good manual driver. I have experience driving in snow, so it's just something to consider, because it's not something that you wouldn't imagine, hot, deserty states like Texas to have that kind of problem, but we're definitely taking into consideration, and we're definitely being very mindful about that moving forward. But on a cheerier note, we had a fantastic time with the RT Vegas crew last night. They were so gentle and accommodating to us. We very welcoming, awesome people in Las Vegas. We were so pleased, and we'd love to come back here. And Vegas has been very interesting so far. We've passed through the Strip. We're actually going to be driving right there right now to get a bit more of an eyeful of it, and we'll be going onto the Grand Canyon from here, which is a short day. It's a short drive, about 4 or 5 hours, but it makes a huge. It's going to be a hot one, I think, because the last few days we've gone from Reno, high elevation, to freezing cold nights. This day I think is going to be really, we're going to see some cactus and a lot more desert today than we have before. Any closing thoughts, Felix?
Yeah, shout out especially to Chris/Jackie or Geeky Fried Rice. Make sure you follow her on the tweets and follow her on the RT community site. But just outstanding hostess. And the RT Vegas group, thanks for coming out and meeting us. GameWorks, wow, we need to do that more often in Vegas. I'm glad that place has now been discovered for us. And we're now on our way to do some filming on the Strip, which you can see in the distance if you look out there. You can see the Las Vegas Strip behind all these buildings. But yeah, we're gonna go do some filming out there. Then we're gonna pick up an extra member of our crew, a third man, if you will, K Von D.
So on our way to the Grand Canyon, we realized that there's a city called Williams, which seems kind of appropriate because there's a really cool guy named Jeff Williams who's done some very awesome music for Red vs. Blue and Ruby, and we just wanted to, get a little bit of footage about Williams on the way to the Grand Canyon, which is also on Route 66.
Nathan. I'm Raging Terror on the Rooster Teeth community website. I am one of your forum moderators and a longtime member. I've been on the site since shortly after Season 1 started. My profile officially went live in October of 2004, just after the version, what was it, 1.5? I believe it was, of the site was launched. Anybody that's gone to try and produce web content knows that trying to source material to work into videos can be a real pain because you have to deal with royalty issues and copyright. Unless you want to take the time and energy to generate all of those materials on your own and work them in, or pay somebody to work them in, you have to navigate a minefield of Creative Commons content, and finding what you need or want for your creative vision is very difficult. This acquisition gives the ability to get access to things that they might otherwise have to pay copious amounts for, and it should increase the production quality of all of their content in the future, and for that I'm excited.
It's 6 a.m. in the morning, and we are leaving to go watch sunrise of the Grand Canyon. Any minute now is sunrise, so we're going to be seeing the sun hitting the majestic Grand Canyon.
What?
Thought what?
Alright guys, may come from the 702, but I always rep the 215. Philly country.
Now say something.
Howdy, Pilgrim.
You're damn right I am.
I'm the one.
I am Aeon 1 on the site, Karen Placentio outside the site. There's not a community quite like the Rooster community, because I have friends that I've known for so long. It's probably one of the most fantastic things ever, because I love the Rooster community, and I love meeting people in real life. It's just fantastic, the same passion. When I first started, I don't think it was nearly, I mean, it was interactive, a lot of people knew each other, but now it's grown to this beast. It's huge now. It just, there's so many more fans. It always surprises me where I meet fans at now. It's just new people, new fans in different places. It's just incredible.
So, we just had a fun night in Gallup, slight change in course. We were gonna go to Albuquerque.
Good, you can.
Okay, I was like, don't do it, Grady. We were gonna go to Albuquerque last night, but we ended up meeting with a very awesome community member, Aeon1. And
Shout out.
she was just an awesome hostess, you know, showed us around the town, told us about it. And Gallup is awesome. I gotta be honest. We were all really impressed by Gallup, and we really want to come back here, actually. So if you're passing through and you're thinking about going to Albuquerque, consider Gallup.
Here we are, about 4 hours away from Lubbock, out of Albuquerque, Route 66.
I forgot how to zoom.
And we're doing the glamorous part of the Burnie Journey, which is filling up on gas, precious gas to keep us going.
Are now in the great state of Texas. This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but with a windmill full of corpses.
Ooh, dark. Okay.
This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but with a flashlight.
Jack, where are you?
This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but with foreskin. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but with establishing dominance.
Probably not.
This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but with my collection of high-tech sex toys. This is the way.
I'm Taylor First, and I am an RT community member, as well as a guardian from RTX 2014. I was attracted to the Rooster Teeth community due to the film aspects, the show aspects, the amazing community that's a part of it, and just the awesome people that work for the company that I love.
Would you say they're inspiring?
They are very inspiring.
So, we are on the final day, the last day of the Burnie Journey. All that's left now, we're just leaving Lubbock. All that's left is a 7-hour road trip from here to Texas, Austin, Texas. And it's interesting how every other day we've been crossing through states, but Texas is so big, it's the only, I think, trip where we're crossing just through one state. So, it's true what they say, everything is bigger than Texas, and we're traveling how many miles today?
Today we are traveling a total of about, let's see, this trip is, wow.
100? Over 100.
Oh, well over 100. We're going 409.
409. And then we'll be in Austin. So, thank you to everyone for sticking with us, sticking through this video, watching us on these interesting journeys that we've been taking. And it's sad, you know, people have been asking, why are you doing this? And there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, gotta give a lot of credit to Burnie for planting the seed, planting the idea. Rooster Teeth is very good at doing things that help to inspire people. And if this video can inspire someone, love that. But I think we're all doing it because we really care about the community, and what they've given to us is, I mean, beyond anything we could have imagined and beyond what we dreamed of, and really it shows just how strong the community is. But, you know, I really hope that there'll be something that comes from this that can inspire people to do something like this. And I think we're really lucky to have been able to go on this trip. And it's been a pleasure, guys. It has been a pleasure. So we just saw a sign that says Austin next left, which means final stretch.
Final stretch.
Final stretch.
We are almost there.
It's the final countdown.
We made it to Austin! I think this is the end of the Burnie Journey.
It's not quite the end, my
We
friend.
still have one more engagement to go to tonight, but we're here.
Yes!
So we're at the last event we're going to for the Burnie Journey, which is a Welcome to Texas event hosted. We're going to an event hosted by the RWTX group. Welcome to Texas. And I love Austinites and I love all the people who live here, so thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the Rooster Teeth community members soon.
I love y'all too. Yeah!